I feel like it's like the celebrity death watch is now going on my imminent marriage. Should I go in there expecting my future missus, to cheat? What do you say, Kirsty?
We have Jade first online too.
Jade, good morning.
Hi, Matthew.
Whoa, hi. Hello.
Hi, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, no, my boyfriend cheated on me.
Right.
And it was really hard, actually. I found it really hard to get over. I had a 1-year-old with him.
Right.
And I am only in a small village, so it was pretty hard. But then I saw him with the girl that he cheated on me with, and we managed to rekindle our romance, and we're like stronger than ever now. He's constantly in debt to me. He's like, he buys me things constantly, and it's just brilliant because it's just like, it's so hard that like I had to go, Matthew.
I think we'll get rid of Jade and leave her to go back to village life. I think she may have a part-time job as an idiot. Let's take another one, please.
OK, next we have Paige on line 1.
It's only about one every couple of years, but
Yeah.
somehow they managed to coordinate fingers and dialing and all of that stuff. Paige, you say?
Yes.
Paige, morning.
Morning, Matthew.
Morning. So, should I enter a relationship? Should you enter a relationship expecting your other half to cheat?
Well, I don't think it's so much expecting. I think it's all about communication. And if you know what your partner's about and you know what your partner's like, I think if you have similar traits, then if your partner's thinking about, not so much thinking about cheating, or, you know, you've been in a relationship for a long time, and like one of the ladies said, you do get a bit bored. And sometimes maybe you might need another person to spice up your relationship. And if you're all involved and you're all willing, what's the problem? It eliminates the cheating factor, it spices up your relationship, and it increases communication.
Okay, but the trouble is, I would suggest that in most affairs, one person is having a very good time, and the other person, when it becomes news, has a really, really awful time. And you're avoiding this point, because the issue for me is, it's not that you start off with the same point of view, because, Susie's quite right, if you enter a relationship, if you enter a relationship where you're committing to the other person, then you are making a commitment, and surely you should stick to that. You're suggesting that it can change.
Yes, I am. Everybody changes over time.
Okay, so yeah, but Paige, if one of you changes their view about fidelity and the other one doesn't, how do you resolve that?
It's about communication. So every time something changes, you need to communicate. I was in a relationship where, you know, we went in and one of us was okay with an open relationship, the other one wasn't. But then the tables kind of turn and then you both get into it. And if you're at that point where one of you don't agree with it anymore, then you communicate those feelings. And if you're not in agreement, but it's something the other person wants.
No. You've started off making a commitment to be, if you say get married, to be faithful to one another, okay? And now you're saying that we can then communicate. One person can communicate, I've had enough of that deal, I'm going to go and put it about a bit. And the person on the receiving end of that communication is left with what? They have to put up with it?
Oh, no, I think you're getting me confused.
Go on, yeah, maybe I am.
I'm not saying the person is going to go off and do something. I'm talking about all of you doing it together.
Oh, both of you having affairs?
Yeah,
But,
not just having affairs, but why can't you do it while the other one watches, or why can't you do it together?
Is Jeremy Vile not on this morning, or what? Thank you, Paige.
What is the point of that? I don't understand the point. If you're having a relationship with somebody and it's broken down, then just leave, just split up with them if you want to be with somebody else.
But lots of people, and Larry's point right at the beginning, is the affair, lots worse things can happen than an affair. Lots of people
But don't you think when you break the trust, it's very, very hard to get that back, and it replays in your head, and the images, and you can't help but imagine what your partner's been doing, even if he's admitted what he's done, or she. It's very hard to get over that bridge, and
yeah,
I do accept that if you've got kids, obviously, you do tend to make more of an effort, because, you know, for the children you do, and you try and get it back together again. And I'm not saying it doesn't always work, because I know people where it has worked, but I think it's ever so difficult if you kind of let it slip, and I don't know, it's standards are
morals,
I
isn't
know
it?
it is standards and morals.
Yeah.
And I just the idea that you start a relationship expecting the partner to cheat to prepare yourself for the worst.
The other thing is there's people
negative
that shut off from it. I mean, I know a couple of relationships where it's immediately apparent where the women in both those relationships that I know have decided that they know something's going on, but they'd rather not know.
Yeah, look the
You know,
other
and
way
you just
again.
go, how can you carry on like that? It's appalling.